Hey there, you're watching Amitha Verma. This is tutorial number 2 on how to create a floral centerpiece. My best tip that I can share with you is to look for vases or containers that are going to help you create a full looking floral centerpiece, but make it very easy to do so. Let me show you some of my favorite vases and containers so you can see what I'm talking about. And here you can see this kind of cylindrical vase. This is one of my favorite floral centerpiece creating tools, and I love it because of this top. It has what is like a flower frog. Flower frog is an old antique thing where you'd put your flowers in and they'd sit exactly where you want them. So it's super easy to work with. On that note, this is another great vase. One of my absolute favorite floral centerpiece hack ideas is to use a pitcher. It's so simple and elegant, and the way it scallops, it allows my florals to arrange beautifully without me even trying. Now that I've selected my vase, I'm going to start putting together a really beautiful full floral centerpiece. And the way I like to start is to find a good collection of florals and mix and match and sort of arrange them. Now, oftentimes when people mix and match, they'll put one rose and one peony and one hydrangea, and better is to group your florals together to create more of an impact. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna keep adding on to my collection here. I've got these beautiful ranunculus, and I wanna see if this can be added in. And I am putting them in a diagonal. You don't need it with this container, but once you start creating a little bit of a nest with your florals, they'll really start to stay in there better. You're gonna have these empty pockets, don't worry about it. We'll go back and fill those in with a different type of floral. All right, option 1. Option number 2. We'll do the wildflowers. These are Genestras. I always look for pieces like these whenever I go floral shopping to add that little bit of casualness into my floral centerpieces. As I'm doing my grouping, I can see that I've got this little section that still needs some attention. So I'm going to add in this really beautiful stem and create some wildness in my floral centerpiece. I love how it's really heavy here, but I'd love to add 1 or 2 just kind of wisping over like some 80s bangs. This floral arrangement turned out so beautifully, and the idea of the flower frog made it super simple. On that note, let me show you how to use the pitcher to allow the container to help you create another floral centerpiece. I especially love using a pitcher when I want to create a really beautiful tall and loose floral arrangement. So to create the look that I'm going to show you, basically look for anything with a long stem. I am going to use these really beautiful Lisianthus flowers. They look almost like roses, but they're a little bit softer and they have these gorgeous buds. Now I don't want it to be the same height as my picture, so I'm going to trim them down just a little bit. And you see how the curvature of the pitcher starts to create this beautiful movement for you. If your pitcher is really big or your container is really big, you can leave the leaves on here. It'll give you some grip or some traction as they start to build into this grouping. And here you can see just how beautifully you can create a very casual but elegant and inspiring floral centerpiece with your pitcher. As you can see, I was able to make all of these different but beautiful arrangements, and what allowed me to do that so easily was the vase or the container that I was working with. So as you start getting larger and fuller and more significant, look for vases or containers that make arranging flowers super easy for you. Now that you've seen how easy it is to make a robust or significant floral arrangement, I want to move on to the next tutorial where I am going to show you how to work with larger containers and larger openings. I think you're ready, so I'll see you there. Now, of course, the first thing I look for when I'm, not what I look for, okay. Oh, that was too short. I like looking for things like simply long-stemmed roses, Lisianthus, say it again, Lisianthus, right?